Right, good morning, good morning. Hope you are well, wherever you are, whatever the time, and welcome back to another episode of Why Not Me. Today, I'm going to be taking you finally through a full day of eating on a low day. So today is a rest day for me, which means it is my lower calorie day. Typically when I've done 4 days of eating, I think they've mostly been high days. So you've probably mostly seen me eating a decent amount of food. On rest days, I typically have less food because I'm just not doing as much. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that today and just give you a little bit of an update with regards to my contest prep as well. And I mean also I guess my routine in the morning. So I've been waking up pretty early recently, but also going to bed earlier. I've been waking up between 5:30 and 6. What that'll involve is basically, if it's a training day, coming down, having my water, my supplements, having about a litre of water, and then getting meal one ready. And then I'll be going to the gym pretty much first thing in the morning. I'll be having my largest meal first thing in the morning. So largest amount of carbs, largest amount of calories, have that before I train. Head to the gym, I'll get to the gym about 7:30 and then train, get back, and then that kind of just gets the training out of the way when I also have the most amount of energy as well throughout the day, which is just in the mornings. And then I can get on with work and not have to have training in the back of my mind. So that's been working really well. Get back, have meal two, crack on with the day and get on with work. I'll also of course have my morning coffee as well. Saw that I made my list for the day. And shout out to everybody that got themselves a whiteboard, because a couple of people have mentioned to me that they've actually got themselves a whiteboard and a pen. They've been inspired by me to make their own list. Obviously, people have been making lists way before I started writing down on a whiteboard. I do think that there's a difference between physically writing something down each day, tracking the day, and just giving yourself that objective handwritten is so much better than putting it on your phone. There's too many distractions on your phone. And I'm always somebody who's loved writing, like handwriting. Today, once I've done my cardio, I'll have my first meal. I've also got a physio appointment today. That's something that I'm investing a lot in because I need to be able to pose properly. I need to be able to present my physique. I need to be able to make sure that I'm not locked up and tight. Huge component of bodybuilding. So got that today. I've got it's a date day with me and Bree. So every week we basically dedicate a time to go on a date, and that can literally be anything. Today we're going to go to a park. I might take a meal with me, make it into a bit of a picnic. It just depends on what the weather's like. Last week we went to go see Warfare. Go and watch that movie. Oh man, yeah, it's just great. The sound design of that movie, how everything just sounds, how everything looks. I really wish we went to go see it in IMAX. If you are in a relationship through prep, just keep things busy, do things together. It's really easy to become a bit of a hermit, not communicate, not do anything, just be so stuck in your routine. And that's great, be in your routine, but still make time for other people, do things, keep your mind occupied, and keep your mind occupied on things that sometimes aren't bodybuilding. Got to buy myself more money, I need to get myself an external hard drive. And it's basically because when I'm transferring these clips over to my laptop, the memory on my laptop is not enough. I think for the sake of my laptop's health and performance and my own sanity, I need to get an external hard drive. And then it's just a case of filming a couple of reels, checking in with clients. I'll answer any messages I got overnight whilst I'm doing my cardio and respond to any client training clips whilst I'm doing my cardio as well, to kind of kill two birds with one stone. My cardio is for 25 minutes. 25 minutes? 20 minutes. I ain't doing no 25 minutes. And it's been 20 minutes since I started prep. It hasn't changed, just on rest days. Having a bit more caffeine as well, or just having caffeine before my cardio, because it helps get the heart rate up a little bit higher, a little bit quicker. And again, another reason why I'm not putting in more cardio is because my body will adapt. It will get to a point where I'm probably going to have to run on the Stairmaster to get my heart rate where I want it to be. Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to finish this coffee, get on with my cardio, and then I will see you for meal number one. Cool, so cardio is done. We're on to the first meal of the day. Had also some water after my cardio as well, so that's about 1.2 litres of water so far. 50 grams of oats, we have 60 grams of whey, 15 grams of almond butter, and then 150 grams of blueberries. So, and obviously loads of cinnamon. That is going to be the first meal of the day. We've got some more water to accompany that. Yeah, I'm going to watch, what am I my God, I forgot the name of it now. I think it's the Fit Nation podcast with Beatty and Fit Nation podcast with Beatty, Stu Sutherland, all them guys. They're actually going to be talking over the Pittsburgh Pro, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. It's basically a mini Olympia, just without Samson, basically. I really want Martin to win because I just like Martin. I honestly think he, in the future, could be Mr. Olympia. I really do want him to win, but if I had to put money down, it's probably going to be Derek. Nick looks really good, and I think Nick will, the level of muscularity through his chest, his shoulders, it's just crazy compared to Derek. Derek turns around, his back doubles really good. He's got the best back in the game, his glutes are crazy, but then Nick's got the hamstrings, and he's just, I don't know, just a little bit denser, and he's obviously bigger, he weighs more, so it'll be interesting to see. And I think Nick is also going to be at his best ever. I think his coach, Kyle, I think they've nailed it, or it looks like they're nailing it so far. But don't sleep on Martin. I really want, just like my heart says Martin, but I think size will probably be a problem. Not a problem, but because his shape is the best shape there. His shape and his balance is crazy. He's just got no weak points. He'll be 20 pounds lighter than Nick. So I think that will hurt him a little bit potentially. I'm going to say Derek, Nick, Martin. We got Crizzo in there, you got Bonac in there. Leandro, he looks really good in Brazil. He's massive, but he just wasn't sharp enough. But I don't think he's going to really come that much sharper. I'd probably go Bonac. Bonac looks really good. Bonac could be 4th, Crizzo 5th. Anyway, I'm going to eat this first meal, buy this external hard drive, get it ordered, see if I can get it today, because when it comes to editing this video, I'll need that external hard drive, and get on with the day. All right, so we are just making meal number 2, which I'm going to have just before my physio appointment. And we have, which I'm just making now, so we got some ground rice. We're going to have some whey in there as well. We're going to have some almond butter, and we're going to have blueberries. I need to also, after my physio appointment, head to the shops because I need to grab a few more things for meals later today. I feel like I say this all the time. Get yourself some ground rice. If you're spending £20 on cream of rice, you're wasting your money. It's the same thing. I've also seen other companies now, I'm not going to say the company, but they've brought out things like rice pudding. You can get rice pudding for like 50p. Don't spend 20 quid just to get flavoured rice pudding or flavoured rice. This costs like 2 quid or £1.50 for 2 kilos. You can get even better deals on Amazon or online. I think I got 9 kilos before in my off season from Tropical Sun, which was like 20 quid for 9 kilos. No brainer. Same strategy, you just literally mix it with water, put it in the microwave, or if you want it to be quicker, just use boiling water. I'm only putting it in the microwave now because it volumizes a little bit better. But please do not be spending 20 something quid on cream of rice. You already have it available, it's just ground rice. So save your money. But I am really looking forward to this physio appointment today because, as I said, the hip is a little bit hit and miss. I did just do a round of posing. It felt okay during my posing, which is always promising. But yeah, just the left side of my hip, I'm gonna have to definitely get a scan. I think that's the next step. But as I said, Christian's really helping me, and I think if you're somebody who is serious about bodybuilding, you definitely want to be making that investment in just maintaining your body. This is a very long-term pursuit. You don't want to burn out within a year or two because of doing stupid stuff in the gym and then not looking after yourself, not recovering properly. Definitely something you don't want to do. I'm also going to be using Trained by JP protein. Again, I think this and Naughty Boy really are, I think, the best two, to be honest. In terms of quality, I think they're just great. So I'm going to be having 50 grams on the dot. We are also going to be adding 20 grams of almond butter. I typically would have dark chocolate, but I might have some later with a meal instead of avocado. But I've run out of dark chocolate, so I think a lot of people stress. I sometimes have clients that worry about making certain food swaps, just so long as the primary macro is pretty much the same in terms of what the focus is. So like, for example, if you want to swap dark chocolate for like a nut butter, or you want to swap basmati rice for cream of rice, or you want to swap chicken for fish, oats for bagels, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's usually down to obviously the calories if you're looking to lose body fat. Yeah, also a tip, if you have one of these decent scales, so put your almond butter or peanut butter, but if I have peanut butter, I'll die. Put your almond butter on the scale and take out 20 grams from here, and then you get to lick the spoon. It's a pro tip. Then we've got blueberries, frozen, just 100 grams, sweet, good grind or salt, sweet, cinnamon, and that is basically the meal. We're gonna wolf this down and then head to Chiltern for my massage. Let's take this active track off. There we go. So meal number 2. 60 grams of cream of rice. We got 20 grams of almond butter, 20 grams of almond butter, 60 grams of whey, 100 grams of blueberries. So I'm gonna go eat now. See you for meal 3. We just got out of the physio appointment with Christian. Very good session as always. It's really good to see him, to catch up, and also just to get a bit of an MOT on the body. Went through quite a few exercises just to help me with my hip, but also improve on things such as my overhead mobility. One of the things that I discussed with him is just getting my hip 2 seen a little bit further, so getting some scans and some testing done. Option A is go through the NHS. I then have to go through a physio in the NHS to then get referred to for a scan. Not that I need to go see a physio because I'm already seeing Christian, or I can just go private. So I will definitely be looking into getting a scan privately. I honestly think getting an MRI would be useful, or even an X-ray, to be honest, just to see if the structure's normal down there. And I think that's really just the main concern for me, is just I could be doing all of these exercises, but ultimately I've got something that needs to be addressed a different way. It can't just be solved with physiotherapy and a conservative measure, if that makes sense. We'll see. It's something that's obviously on my mind that I'm thinking about, but for now, as long as I can still train really well, which I can do, I don't get any pain when I train, as long as I can go through posing and get through rounds of posing and not struggle on that front, again, like, fine. As long as I can really just get through this contest prep, absolutely fine. And obviously get through it whilst still excelling with my training and my posing. Just now, I'm gonna head to Sainsbury's because I've got to get some more food. We already pretty much ran out of food. Our food shop though is in a couple of days, so we'll be all right. And then obviously I'm gonna get back, have meal 3, and then we're actually gonna head to Peel Park in Salford, just to chill, have a nice day out and whatnot. So I'll see you once I get back from the shop, and then I'll go through meal 3 with you. All right, so we have meal number 3 of the day, which is 3 whole eggs, 4 bacon medallions, and 20 grams of carbs worth of fruit. So we've got 1 kiwi and a bit of a mix between pineapple and grapes. I think the pineapple comes to about 60 grams and about 25 grams of grapes. So that is the meal, that's it. So obviously not much carbs in this meal. I normally have some bread or a bagel thin with some jam through this meal as well on training days. But I still enjoy this meal nonetheless, even without tons of carbs, because I just like the salt from the eggs and the bacon. It's a really good meal. So gonna get this down, have some water with it as well. Went to the shops to get a few more bits, some more potatoes, more chicken, standard. And then me and Brian are gonna head out to Peel Park. I've got a catch-up call with a client this evening at 7 p.m. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna chill, watch a horror movie, and that'll be pretty much it for the rest day. But I'll see you for meal number 4. All right, so meal number 4 of the day is gonna be 200 grams of cooked weight potato. We've got 100 grams of just an array of vegetables and 250 grams uncooked weight of chicken with 20 grams of reduced sugar and salt ketchup. So I've actually swapped around when I have my potatoes. I'd normally have my carb sauce with my beef meal, but I've just swapped it to my chicken meal. My last meal is actually just going to be a salad, so it'll literally just be mince and a bowl of lettuce. That'll basically be the last meal, but I'll swap the potatoes to this meal, the carb sauce to this meal. I also have a bit of a limit with sauces, right? So I've got the ketchup sauce, but I give myself a max of 25 grams, and that won't change throughout the entire prep. So I can add any sauce, bar like mayo. I don't really add like creamy sauces with milk. Like I only really use hot sauce, Nando sauce, ketchup, and sweet chili sauce. I can basically use 25 grams max. I can use less if I want to, but it just keeps things consistent. I feel like sometimes when people have their food dropped, they bump up their calories with sauces. Like these things still count, and if you're a normal human being, you're not going to be using those 0 calorie sauces. Those, what are they called? I can't remember the name of them now, but they're horrendous. But just give yourself a limit and keep that limit consistent, because when your coach changes your plan, they drop your carbs or your fats or whatever. They don't expect you to then bump up your food with vegetables and sauce. That's not the point, right? So, gonna get this down. I've got a call with a client in about 15 minutes, then I'll have my final meal. All right, so the final meal is about to go down, which is just a salad, mince salad. Oh, and we also have 15 grams of dark chocolate. Normally I would have avocado with this meal, but I'm going to be buying some more avocado once I do the food shop on Friday. So my fats replacement for that is basically just 90% dark chocolate. So yeah, that'll be 15 grams. And then mince, we have 250 grams. And then we have 125 grams of lettuce with 25 grams of sweet chili sauce, of course. So if I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna chill, watch a bit of Yellowstone, and then really head to bed because I'm up pretty early tomorrow. I need to train super early in the morning. We're talking like maybe 5:15, 5:30 in the morning, because I am at another job in the day, right? So I'm at another job from 8 a.m. until 4:30. So yeah, I have another job. So, and I think, not to go off on a rant before this video ends, but I think if you're an online coach looking to come up and you're complaining about how much you're potentially making or that you just can't sustain yourself, you know you can get another job. Yes, of course, it will be hard. Yes, of course, it's not ideal. Of course, you want to be a full-time online coach and completely dedicate yourself to that craft, which is obviously what I'm working towards. But don't have so much pride that you don't get another job. If you need to supplement your coaching for a short period of time, do it. Don't just wallow and feel for yourself, right? So I think that's really important to remember. But if you want to inquire with myself, click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my Instagram, and then there you can contact me for coaching inquiries. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, like the video, subscribe, because I've got another one coming next week. Also, really glad to see that the video that I done, that was just a sit down video talking about fat loss, done pretty decently. And there will definitely be more of those coming. I think the quality definitely helps just push them further. So this Osmo Pocket was definitely a worthwhile investment on that front. I think it's just a case now of just getting better at editing those videos and putting a bit more time into the titles and whatnot. But that will obviously come. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one.